Good afternoon. It's so nice to be here and see faces. I hope that you're all comfortable. We're going to get started very soon. Allison? Yes, it's 2 o'clock.
All right, welcome everyone to our Wellness Promotion Task Force meeting, the FY 2022 celebration. Today you're going to learn a lot about what happened throughout the district for wellness. And first I just want to thank, I hope you were able to see the Digital Vibes bus out there when you were coming in. So thank you to them for being here. Also the Cultural Arts, yes, thank you. Also, the Cultural Arts Promotion Education Universal team was out there doing their drumming, so that was wonderful to have them here. And to start us all off, if you could all stand, and Bach Middle School of the Arts will be virtually leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance today.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. And I would say to stay standing, but I'm not going to. You can go ahead and sit down. We were going to have the Star Spangled Banner sung today by Damaris Nina, but unfortunately she's not able to be here. All right, so I have the privilege today to welcome our superintendent. Thank you so much for being here, Mr. Mike Burke. If we can all give him a warm welcome.
All right, thanks, Ms. Momblou. Well, hey, I'd like to also I'm here, it's delighted to be here on behalf of the school board, and I'm lucky to have a few board members here with me today. We've got our chairman, Mr. Frank Barbieri, back in the audiovisual room. He's DJing for us. And we've got Miss Marsha Andrews from District 5. And we've got Miss Erica Whitfield from District 3. Thank you. So it's really nice for me to be invited back to this wellness celebration. Several years ago, I was serving the district as both CFO and COO. And I was invited to this event. I thought to say a few words, and I walked out. It turned out it was an intervention. You see, I wasn't eating real well. I was drinking lots of Diet Cokes and eating Snickers bars for the energy. And this group helped get me straightened out. But anyway, I'm trying to live a healthier life. You guys do amazing work. I just wanted to highlight a few things that are going on within our district, all in the name of wellness. And one of the big news stories for us is, the past 2 years with the pandemic and the federal stimulus and the ESSER funds and all of that, we were able to provide free meals for all students. And that was about to expire. Yeah, so that was a great thing. Our meal participation went up, and we were a little concerned because it came to an end, and we were looking at having to go back to this upcoming school year, and having parents, families register for free and reduced lunch and do all that paperwork. And Miss Allison Momblou and her team worked through another option for us called CEP, which is the Community Eligibility Program, I'm sorry. But the great thing about that is we get to continue. Our district qualifies. We have about 45%, I believe, of our families across the county that apply for food assistance. And that's a high enough threshold to extend free lunches and meals and breakfast and everything to all kids. And that's good for 4 years, right? So we can keep the free meals going next year, and I think that's a huge achievement. And I'm starting to see stories in the paper around other districts are now grappling with this loss of having the universal free meal. So we're ahead of the game there. The other thing I wanted to share is we've been working, the school board gave me a mission, right? We've got an excellent mission statement. It's to educate, affirm, and inspire each student in an equity-embedded school system. And as we set out to make a new 5-year plan around those kind of 3 pillars, we did some community input sessions, and we did some thought exchange. We used different tools to get there. We also had focus groups with our students. And one of the number one thing that came back was parents want to see more outside. Parents and students want to have more time outside. Time unstructured, time to play, recess, run around, what have you. And that was really an overwhelmingly consistent message coming back to us. And I think it makes a lot of sense, right? Because the pandemic has taught us that being closed up and indoors all the time is not necessarily the healthiest thing for you. And to see that our parents and students recognize that. And I really feel like as we work to try to do a better job, affirming, inspiring, educating our kids, that we have to make space for that physical activity or even just some time outside, quiet, to read a book or what have you. But that if we can get kids feeling, more emotionally well-balanced, physically well-balanced, that'll help further our ultimate goal, which is to make sure they, fly through school with flying colors. So that's going on. The other thing I want to mention, when I got this job as superintendent, I started a new thing where I would go out, and I kind of stole this from Bob Graham, a former governor, if you guys remember. But he would do a job, a different job all around the state. So I started this thing, and I named it. I was proud of the title. I called it Burke at Work, which I thought was catchy. But I said, okay, I'm going to go out and I'm going to do like a job. So my first job was at Galaxy Elementary, and I worked with the food service team. Miss Bonnie was the cafeteria manager, and it was awesome. They had me hopping, in the food line. And then on the other side of the coin, more recently, I was able to work with a PE teacher that kind of was, also working to make sure our kids are well. So if you'll indulge me, we got a quick video.
We'll do that.
All right. Today we're at beautiful Lake Park Elementary School. Hi everybody. Miss Johnson's been kind enough to let me tag along, do a little co-teaching, and we got the perfect spot for it.
So, Mr. Burke, what do you think so far?
I'm impressed. This is a nice way to start the day, a little warm-up. I think I can enjoy this every day. You get to start out, you get exercise right along with the kids, everyone's having a good time. It looks like a good job to me.
You're pretty strong. You are.
The goal of a PE teacher is to teach kids how to be healthy in school and out of school and how to carry that on into their lives as they get older.
Are there things that you can do that aren't exercise that make you healthier? Debria.
Eat fruits and vegetables.
That's a great answer.
Fantastic!
So what surprised me a little bit was Miss Johnson does a lot to incorporate learning into the physical activity. We learned about fruits and vegetables, what's healthy, what's not. Other things the kids could do besides exercise to develop a healthy mind and body.
What about yogurt? I threw it in. Do we want it there? Yeah. All right, go ahead.
The referendum in 2018 and that's coming up for renewal in 2022 is incredibly important. It funds over 750 teachers, and those are fine arts teachers, which includes physical education, choice, and career and technical education. So Ms. Johnson is one of our referendum teachers, and you can see what an incredible role she plays here at Lake Park.
I really like the interaction you have with students. I love the relationship I get to build with them. It's different than in the classroom.
She works with all of the students. She knows 400 students by name, which is pretty neat. And she just has a great time with the kids, and she's teaching them as she goes.
If you're healthy, you'll do better in the classroom. The healthier you are, the better you'll do in the classroom.
Physical activity, PE, is an important part of mental health. We recently did some surveys with our parents and students around our next strategic plan. And the top answer that came back that both the kids and the parents want is more outdoor activities. And that actually will help them be able to concentrate more when they get back into math or English or science. We like to say Palm Beach County Schools is your best choice. It's your best choice because of teachers like Ms. Johnson. All right, thanks. I've been slaving away at these videos, but the Wellington Landings Middle School Dance and Lunch Ladies have blown me away on TikTok. I don't know if you guys caught that. That was pretty cool. They made it on Lester Holt's NBC Nightly News, and then they had a, yes?
They're here.
They're here?
They're here.
All right.
They're going to be dancing a little.
Ice, ice, baby. All right. Too cold. Well, anyway, that's probably enough from me. I have the pleasure to introduce somebody who truly embodies wellness. He has to. This man gets up at 5 in the morning. He's at the gym, working on his fitness. He eats we go to lunch once in a while. He eats healthier than I do, and I understand why. Because he has to organize and run school board meetings, which, as you know, the last couple of years has been an incredible challenge. So, Chairman Frank Barbieri, please join me with a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Superintendent.
All right.
Good afternoon, everyone. Mr. Superintendent, you look like you're having a good time out there with the kids. Actually, since you're young enough to be my son, you are one of the kids. I also want to thank the Wellness Promotion Team for making wellness a priority in our district. Many moons ago, when I was a child, and I'm talking many moons ago, did you ever go on one of those websites where you have to put in your birth date and you click on the number and then you have to spin it down? I can spin that thing down for like 10 minutes to get back to 1950, I got to tell you, 72 years ago. So, and I'm not doing so great on the diet anymore. When you get this old, you get kind of tired in the morning. So once in a while, I skip the gym, Mr. Superintendent. Not doing a great job. Anyway, when I was a child, fitness was a way of life. You know, we went outside and we played in the street until the traffic, until the street lights came on. You know, that's when Mom and Dad said, be home. So we played tag and hopscotch and roller skated and did all the things the kids did back then. Nowadays, I guess the kids are told to be home by the time the street lights go off. You know, it's like they're out half the night. But the ones that stay home are inside playing with their electronics, which is not good for the kids. And as the superintendent said, most of the parents would like us to have more time for the children to get out of their classrooms and go out and breathe fresh air. And I'm sure Dr. Alonso will agree that's the best way to get past all the sicknesses we have with the flus and everything else that are going on. But everyone taking part in this wellness effort is making sure our kids are getting exercise that they need and making sure that they know how to make good food choices that feed the body and the mind. As a board, we appreciate the task force proactive, holistic approach that supports health, wellness, and safety of students, parents, employees, and the community. Good health and success in the classroom go hand in hand. That's why it's so important for everyone to work together to create an educational environment that promotes learning as well as the development of healthy life habits. These efforts help the district achieve the ultimate goal of improving student performance and ensures that our children reach their highest potential. The progress we have made is due to the commitment of the district and the community working together. I know my colleague on the board, Mrs. Whitfield, has done a tremendous job. This is her. The board members all look at Mrs. Whitfield whenever these issues come up because she's like our resident expert on the board when it comes to wellness. So, and we appreciate the input that she provides to the board when we look at these kind of programs and the tasks that we need to do to keep our children healthy. I want to thank all of you for coming this afternoon to our wellness celebration, where we will enjoy a robust program filled with awards and recognitions around our whole school, whole community, and whole child efforts. And at this time, I believe one of my other colleagues would like to come up. Mrs. Andrews, would you like to come up and say a few words? Mrs. Andrews is our resident reverend on the board. She preaches to us, and we usually listen to what she says. And she does a great job up there with me, too.
And good afternoon to everyone. This is the best place to be. Wellness. We all want to stay well. And I want to thank the school board, the school district of Palm Beach County, all the employees for making wellness a top priority. Our health and wellness means everything to all of us. I can tell you, as a school board member, I like to walk. There was a day when I was jogging. But now I'm speed walking, so I still get it done. And when I see the school district working with all of the employees about healthy living, healthy diets, it's so important because it makes you happy when you are well. We've been through the pandemic. It's been tough. We made it. We made it because we had a wonderful wellness program here with the school district of Palm Beach County, helping us to know that we just take it easy, to breathe, to get outside, to get that exercise. Walk your dog. I now have 2 dogs, so I'm walking morning, noon, and night because they said, get it done, get the exercise. So when I see all of the awards today, and I thank the school district for making it a priority for our students to get outside and play, to make sure our cafeterias feed our students with the best foods so that they can have inner body health. And when I think about all our teachers, our bus drivers, our principals, our staff, the district office, we all have to keep well and be well. And we will follow the lead of Ms. Allison Montebleu and all of the leaders in here today in making sure that school district of Palm Beach County emphasize wellness as the way to go. If we're not well, we can't be able to help our children, and it's our number one priority. Feeding, exercising, loving, and being well. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. It is really a pleasure to have leaders here today, and I really appreciate your time and your speeches. That was really heartfelt, and it's very important for everyone here in the room, and also I'm going to talk about virtual in just a minute, to hear that wellness is an important factor in everything that we do here in the district. So we do have a first-time attendees that are in this room, and first I want to thank those people that are here. We've been doing these task force meetings probably since back to 2006 when we first started on this endeavor, and some of you have been here with us for that, so thank you very much. And then first-time attendees, we always like to recognize you because it's bringing those new ideas, the new energy into this room and into this team that's so very important. So if you could all please stand if you are here for the very first time in this task force, and we would like to recognize you and thank you for being here today. All right, also virtually, this is a hybrid meeting, so we are obviously all here in person, but we do have people virtually as well. So hello to all those virtual members. And if you are joining us virtually, we will be putting a link into the chat where you can get the agenda for today so you can see what we're doing. And then also throughout the meeting, you'll have an opportunity to participate in the Q&As that will be happening. And if you have any questions, go ahead and add them. You'll be receiving a link to that as well. And put your questions in there. We will be holding those questions, and we'll be answering those after the meeting. So I just wanted you to know about that. And now I have the pleasure to welcome Dr. Seth Bernstein up to say a few words and tell you about our mission. He is the Executive Vice President of Community Investments from the United Way of Palm Beach County. Dr. Bernstein.
Thank you so much, Allison, and it is quite an honor to be here again with everyone. It's great to see everyone, great to have folks in the room again, so many friends and colleagues and new folks to meet, and everyone watching us virtually as well. You know, I was talking with Allison just a few minutes ago, and I think it's been about 9 or 10 years that I've had the privilege of being the community chair for the Wellness Promotion Task Force, and we all know the district has a very formidable task to educate our students all year round, and you know the district can't do it alone. You know, it needs all of its business partners, all of its corporate partners, all of its nonprofit partners. So it's wonderful to see so many of them here as well, and to be supporting the district along each and every day throughout the year. So you know, I've been here in Palm Beach County for about 29 years. I've been partnering with the district about 26 years. I remember it was 1999, I met Mr. Oswald, who was principal of Southgrade Elementary, right? He was one of the first 15 schools to have a behavioral health professional 23 years ago. So it's great to see what the district is doing with its behavioral health efforts. Anyone that knows me will always give a shout out for all of healthcare, but also, you know, in addition to the physical healthcare needs of our students, that we know about the behavioral and mental health care needs of our students and faculty and colleagues and ourselves is very, very important. So I always like to give a shout out to folks to take care of yourselves with many of the things the school board members and superintendent said about, you know, things that they're doing. Hopefully we are all doing them as well. So I will go right to our mission statement for the Wellness Promotion Task Force and read that for everybody. So the purpose of our task force is to create an educational forum that allows students, staff, parents, community partners, and members of the public to successfully collaborate in the promotion of healthier lives. With the district's ultimate goal of improving student performance, the direction of the Wellness Promotion Task Force is to encourage a proactive approach to holistically address the health, wellness, and safety of all school children and staff. And that is, again, working with everyone in this room, everyone virtually, and everyone that supports wellness all day long with the One Child approach. So thank you, and look forward to being here today and hearing about all the great things that are happening. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. It's so nice to be back in person and see each other eye to eye. I am in awe to see how many people are here. And I hope that this evening you will leave with one little nugget of information from the district, because we are very special. So with that, I just want to move to say thank you to everybody who has helped in organizing. We had 4 planning meetings for this meeting, and I'd like everyone that came to the planning meeting, I know some of them are virtual, to please stand. And then also, I want to thank Cape Universal. I think they stepped out. They were very generous. I also want to thank United Healthcare. And I saw Jim somewhere. So, Mr. Jim, thank you. I think Financial. I think she was here or in virtual. Digital Vibes, did everybody get an opportunity to get into the bus? I saw the TikTok ladies in the bus. They were dancing inside that bus with the principal. So again, I just want to say thank you to all. We have really come a long way. It's been since 2006 that we have really navigated the journey of the policy, but having a team effort is so special. So thank you very much. So as you see the WISC model. That's really what we focus on: the whole school, whole community, whole child culture. And we really are linking the academic side with the non-academic. It's like instructional, non-instructional. We are all essential pieces of the pie. So those 10 components will be promoted in recognitions and awards. But we do have copies of the wellness policy. If nobody have seen the policy, it's here on the front table. Our wellness policy will go for revision and workshop and then adoption in 2023. So we're looking forward to that. And then before COVID, we had a school assessment of the policy, 61 questions offered to elementary, middle, and high. We will be doing that again in FY23. And in your program, you have Saturday is the Global Wellness Summit, Global Wellness Day. We are the only district that participate as delegates to the Global Wellness Institute. And so I just want to encourage everyone to practice on Saturday a little bit of the tips that are in your last page. And with that, I am delighted to have not only our Deputy Superintendent and Chief of School, Mr. Ed Turney, but all his team here. I think this is groundbreaking today. It's really amazing to see all of you here, from the superintendent and your cabinet and your board members and the virtual. I think Ms. Robinson may be virtual, so, but Ed, I really want to thank you and Jessica Sills for helping us do this today.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Paula, for the kind introduction. And also, the boardroom looks incredible. The energy is so good. Can we thank Paula and her team for all the work throughout the year and then for today? So on behalf of the regional offices and the schools, we appreciate the opportunity to be here and the invitation, and we look forward to sharing some of our work regarding whole school, whole community, whole child efforts. So the regions will present. The North region will start off, led by Dr. Long, represented today by Mr. Matthew Cousins. Central region, led by Ms. Valerie Haynes. Glades by Ms. Angela Avery Moore, and the South by Dr. Pete Licata. So we'll start off with the North region. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. I'm very nervous. I've only practiced in front of 2 children and 2 dogs. They didn't have any questions for me, so if you could bear with me. Again, like I said, I'm very nervous. I am Matthew Cousins. I'm the instructional specialist for math in the North region, and I'm here to represent my team and Dr. Long and her team. So we'll go with our introductions here. There we go. So we have Dr. Long, our area superintendent, above. Our instructional superintendents for elementary and middle with Maria Bishop, Ms. Brown, and Dr. Lee is our secondary superintendent. Here is our demographics for our North region. So you can see there is a lot of diversity throughout all our elementary, middle, and high schools. I really enjoy that because you get to meet different people, different students, and just really see what they're bringing to the table. And that's something that I've really enjoyed, and I know my team enjoys right from day one. So here's all our schools. We have a total of 46 schools, and we do work. My team works with about 12 or 13 elementary schools, so we do get to see lots. And then with Summer Reading Academy, we get to go into schools that we don't usually see. And again, we get to see what everybody's bringing to the table. All right, so let's get into this part. So the first part of our model is the physical education and physical activity. So here we have lots of different examples that we brought to show you. It allows us to see, this whole thing allows us to see the connection of how all the pieces of that circle work together. You can see Alamanda with their tennis club, JFK Middle with their water day, team sports at the conservatory school, and junior OTC at Seminole Ridge. So you get to see all the different, the phys ed and the physical activity that is brought to the table. So it really is interesting to see all the different levels. We're going to start here with this video. Hopefully it works. All right.
Hi, I am Jim Ball, a 20-year resident of Palm Beach County. I ran a major sports company and have been inducted into 2 National Sports Industry Hall of Fames. I want to talk to you about children's health. Did you know, in a study by UNICEF, U.S. kids are ranked last in physical health? And in a separate study, U.S. kids are ranked 47 out of 50 countries in the world in fitness. Our kids are way too sedentary and in bad shape. I am also a founder of a national charity, Fit America, that is improving the physical and mental health of children. We are working with the Palm Beach County School District to improve kids' health with our school-based programs. Fit America has already helped more than 700,000 children nationwide in more than 1,150 schools. We want to make the Palm Beach County area one of our key markets in the USA.
Hi, I'm Maria Marino, County Commissioner here in Palm Beach County, one of 7 county commissioners, and I am a huge proponent of sports. And I'm a professional athlete and have been for 25 years and know the importance of physically fit children. And I know there are a lot of people stepping up to help the cause. One of those people is Jim Baugh from Fit America, and I've known Jim for many, many years, and it's always been his passion to make sure our children are healthy. Please contact Jim anytime, because we need to get Fit America in every school that we have. And what can you do? All of Palm Beach County needs to step up and help our kids.
These Fit America programs are great. Every school in Palm Beach County should have these programs. I could see an increase in my students' attendance, motivation, and overall fun. This will help the students not only be healthier, but be better students in school.
In the Palm Beach County area, Fit America will implement our AMPed running fitness program with Billie Jean King's brain training system. We will also implement our Play Tennis program supported by the United States Tennis Association. And with our Play Golf program, this is being supported by the Payne Stewart Kids Golf Foundation. Do you want to help keep kids active and healthier? Or sponsor a school in your area? Contact me at jim@fitamerica.org, or for more information, go to fitamerica.org. Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to see, again, like I said at the beginning, the connection between all these, and, with our physical activity, it's nice that this one comes next with our nutrition services. And one of the big things that I like, even though I teach math now mainly, I did teach science for 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade for 9 years. And one of the things that we always tried to do, at all the schools that I was at, was create gardens, because, a lot of the students for the schools that I work at didn't have access to, green vegetables. So they just weren't used to that. So when we help develop these gardens, they really get to see all the work that can go into it, but you also see the excitement that they have, like when the food is grown. I'm going to continue on here. So with our social emotional climate, this is really important. You're going to see here as, on our Zen Zone on the right from Alameda. That's really important, to go down there and keep kids calm. It gives an area of where they can just kind of be with themselves, or they can talk it out, kind of like a buddy bench. As we go through here, you're going to see, our no hate days, making sure that our teachers are really reaching out to students. Our Unity Day, to get rid of bullying and so forth. You're going to see at Jupiter, we did the dance-a-thon, and that went really well also. Here we have our health education. You're going to see all these different pieces again. Palm Beach Lakes Community High, grafting plant tissues, CPR training at Dreyfus. There's just so many different things going on. These are obviously just a snapshot of everything that we do. Our health services, here's another video for us to watch.
This is our kickoff to Mental Health Awareness Month for the month of May. Go Green, to bring more mental health awareness to our students and also make them aware of the services that we provide on our campuses throughout Palm Beach County.
Honestly, I was really surprised. I didn't expect the school to put something like this together, but I'm really happy they did.
I think that mainly just helps kids, build familiarity with other people and just know that people love others and that we could all build love throughout each other. Building the love throughout our campus is unavoidable.
Over the past 4 years, that's when we really started developing a mental health team on a campus. Each year we receive more and more services and we're able to offer more and more services. But during that time that we're able to offer more services, the demand is greatly increasing. So we're really reaching out to our students and making them aware of the services here.
It's refreshing, especially with testing going on.
Being a high school student is very stressful. It's exam week, and the next couple weeks we're going to be very jam-packed with students coming in and out of classes. It'd be nice just to de-stress a little bit.
It's important for people to be more aware of the struggles that others face because it helps everybody.
So here we get to our employee wellness. You can see we have our teacher teams, and there's nothing more competitive than teachers against students. I love my students, but I'm there to beat you. And then you can see at Northmore, really looking after the teachers, whether it's during a Teacher Appreciation Week or at other times. That's really, really important. Here we have our physical environment. So we have our hydroponics at Frontier, new playgrounds, dance studios here at Dreyfus, and I know the implementation of them at other schools is happening also. Our family engagement, I really like this one, bringing in parents to see what's going on in the school, to see what their students are doing, how we can help parents, not just when their students are in school, but when their students go home. So we have Dads with Donuts at Washington, campus beautification, and just newsletters going home on a regular basis to keep parents informed. And our final one, community involvement, we have Lincoln up in the top left with Red Apple Supplies, Mr. Burke and the mayor of Riviera Beach with Dr. Murray at Washington. That was opening day for the new buildings. Congresswoman Sheila McCormick coming in to read at Roosevelt, the school police police coming in at Westward, and then Acreage Pines down at the bottom with the opening of their new nature trails. And I think that's it. Please, no questions. You can email Dr. Long.
Now I would like to introduce Ms. Valerie Zuluaga Haynes.
All right, a little bit of round of applause for Dr. come to present something. Good afternoon, everyone. Pleased to be here and pleased to be able to showcase some of the great, amazing work being done in our central region. So first I would like to, of course, no introduction necessary, but I will. And I would like to introduce our fabulous team, portion of our fabulous team from the Central Region. And with us here today is Mrs. Wetzel, our instructional superintendent for secondary schools. Dr. Sanders is actually at a summer school site right now, but she is with us in spirit. She is our instructional superintendent for elementary schools, as well as Ms. Vivian Green, instructional superintendent for elementary schools as well. She is here with us today. Diana Fernandez is our instructional team leader. She has been with us for about a minute and a half, but she was instrumental in being able to prepare this for us today so that we can showcase our wonderful Central Region, which I've already introduced our team, and we're going to move on. So in Central Region, we support and serve 54 schools, elementary, middle, and high schools, of which we have 41 elementary schools, 6 middle schools, 7 high schools. So one of those 7 high schools is actually growing with bricks and cement, and it will be opened in the next about year and a bit. So we are very excited about that, but I also want to emphasize the fact that we do serve the majority of the elementary schools with 41 elementary schools in the Central Region. This is our demographics. We're very proud that we are a very diverse region with mostly males. I don't know if you noticed, but the North Region had mostly females. We have mostly males, and we're very proud of that. Also, we have mostly of our students are Hispanic, of which of those students as well, we have a really good mix of about 22% Black students as well as 21% white students, and then other students, Native and multi. But what I would like to also share is that about a quarter of our students, 26% of our students, are learning a second or third language. And we don't call them English language learners. We want to be able to really emphasize the fact that they're going to be multilingual, 2 or 3 languages. So we're very, very proud of that as well. We also serve approximately 16% of students with disabilities. In our region, we also have an enriched school, which is an all students with disability school. And about 3/4 of our schools, 73%, are on free and reduced lunch. So when we talk about whole school community and whole child model, you know, we want to emphasize that in order for us to be able to reach the child's mind, we have to be able to reach their heart. We have to make sure that our students are healthy and that they're well. So we do that in many different ways. First of all, we start with physical education. So you'll notice that not only in our secondary schools, but also many of our elementary schools have and have participated in those physical education activities, not only on campus, but also abroad, outside of campus or off-campus activities. We really emphasize, and with the thanks to Mr. Stern, he's been very good advocate for physical education programs in our buildings, but we really emphasize and we make sure that our students not only participate in recess because it's required by the state, but it's because it's good for them. Kids need to be able to go outside and be able to just kind of get rid of their, you know, their jitters and be able to return back to the classroom and focus. So even our schools that are working to improve the academics, especially like our low 300 schools, we make sure that those students go out daily. They have to at least participate in physical movement and physical activity for their minds to be able to concentrate when it's time to get to work in the classroom. So as you can tell, New Horizons, Chole Lake, but again, what you're seeing today is such a small snapshot of everything that's happening in our schools. I know that the slide deck that we presented was with a lot more slides, but we've kind of trimmed it down to really showcase a few of the examples. If not, I'd be here until 6 p.m. tonight, and we can't do that. So these are just some of the examples, again, between Chole and New Horizons with some of the physical activities, as well as John O. Leonard High School. Royal Palm Beach L, one of the things that our schools are really that like to participate every year is in the Kids Mile Walk for the South Florida Fair that I know Mr. Stern also leads. And so we have quite a bit of participation in that, in running that mile. And you know you can't run a mile without preparing to run a mile, which then goes back to, again, reminding ourselves of what we are doing in physical education during the school year and on our campus. I know I tried to do that, it didn't work out. So our kids do such a much better job. Also just wanted to emphasize with our schools over at Barton, between their character parades, that it also has movement around the building, Panther Run, their PEs, and so many different activities, as well as Forest Hill High School, with having the ability of our students to be outside and paint. And that goes along not only with, physical education and being outside, but also it's so good for the mind for them to be able to relax. All right, see, I'm already getting them move forward. All right, so Palm Springs Owl with a jump for heart, or just a jumping rope, as well as H.L. Johnson. I'm going to move much quicker. And then the tug of war, that's my favorite. Moving on with nutrition, environment, and services. Well, they're here. So I'm not going to even let a round of applause, because they are here. The TikTok sensation, the Lunch Lady Squad, they are here. And, not for nothing, but Ice Baby, Vanilla Ice is like one of my favorite artists growing up. So the fact that he was there in your refrigerator dancing with you is just amazing. So kudos to you. And what I like to say about this is that one of my favorite things when I was school principal is to actually go into the cafeteria and hang out with the lunch ladies, and because their camaraderie, their ability to take care of our children. I mean, it's just really is outstanding. So thank you for creating that climate and that culture inside of your kitchens and in your cafeterias, because that's what our kids need. They need to be able to be with an adult that care about them, that makes sure that their bellies are full, that they're able, so that they can learn. Moving on. All right, Paula, we're moving. Not only do we have amazing Lunch Lady Squad over at Wellington Landings, but we also have amazing Lunch Lady Squads throughout the district. I'm not going to just limit it to our region, throughout the district. We have Coniston Middle, Berkshire with their teams, and taking care of our children. And here's, just examples of some of the stuff that we're doing here in our kitchens, as well as some of the ways in which our students are also growing their own greenery. They're growing their own vegetables, and they're learning about that as well. The healthy snacks. We have several of our schools, because we serve 75% of our students in poverty, we have several of our schools that have the grants that are able to provide the snacks and also supper. So we do quite a bit of support with their meals. And we appreciate our food and service department for supporting that for so many years now, especially during the pandemic. So for counseling, physical, psychological, and social services, again, when we talked about at the beginning was about taking care of the mind, right? This is the piece that we have to make sure that our students are healthy in their minds. And so this is some of the examples of Seminole Trails, having those lunch bunch opportunities with our students, as well as there's a beautiful wall over at Palm Beach Public with gratitude, and this gratitude is really all about our students. And then there was a young man from Highland Elementary. I wanted to quickly just show you this little clip. Uh-oh. Bummer. Okay. Okay. Well, now we need to find my slide deck. Here we go. I'm back. And I am back. On my own IT also, just so you know. Thank you. So, anyway, super, super cute. This young man, it just shows the work that our mental health professionals are doing in our schools and supporting the students. So with their they go above and beyond, so we appreciate that. Keeping in mind about our students always having that wellness and making sure that their minds are set, is having those structures when the students arrive to school, and making sure that we're able to make connections with the students to see how they're coming in. This is one of my favorite slides, and I'm sure you can see why. First of all, over at Barton Elementary School, this was during Career Day, and to be able to show, a father and son, both, I guess dressed as police officers, but the connections that they have. And one of my favorite is our puppy from Forest Hill. He's actually a therapy dog over at Forest Hill, super cute. So we love those therapy dogs. in our buildings. And then those positive referrals, we have several schools that provide students with positive referrals so that they know that they're doing a good job. Kids need to hear positives. Social emotional climate, again, it goes along with acts of kindness walls, going back from pre-pandemic, going back from the pandemic to pre-pandemic activities to bring our students back to our new normal. And then also having those opportunities where the students are able to create their own and what lifts them, and also be able to post that as well. Those cute activities that the schools, the elementary schools, are super creative with having the opportunities for students to paint and talk about some of those key words that helps them, and that does go along with a book that I know that the schools also used. Health education update, again, is all around STEM sciences and how that plays a part with health and with sciences, with the Green Day collections. We have various different activities to support that as well. Liberty Park, Barton, Wellington Landings, and then the health services update. And one of the things that we have done is through career education and career days at the schools. We've also had Wellington Landings have the CPR training for our students, so it's been quite amazing for them as well. And then with Forest Hill High School. And then, of course, with employee wellness, not only do we take care of our students, but we also need to take care of our employees. So these are some of the examples of the way that our schools are taking care of themselves as employees. I actually did that run, and whew, I needed to train a bit more than what I did. I know Mr. Sanchez, I think, beat us all, yes. And these are some of the examples of some of the ways that our schools and our principals are making sure that their employees are maintaining health, so that they're able to do their personal best for their students every day. And over at South Olive, all the way on the left, there's a calm room. Sometimes when I drive by, I kind of really want to kind of just slide in and park my car and go hang out in that calm room. But no, I haven't had the opportunity to do that. I think I need to start doing that. Physical environment. As we know, in a classroom, the physical environment is super important. Well, the same for the school. The physical environment needs to be a way in which the students and the staff feel that they're safe, and that they're over to the right with Panther Run, you see the buddy bench, which other schools have also have in place, as well as the calm room to the right, that's over at Palm Beach Public, and New Horizons with, their different gardens, and Barton as well. And family engagement, these are many different ways in which we've invited our families to participate through career education, through different performances and whatnot. Career education and career day. And then community involvement and community partnerships with the different parks, as well as different ways in which we can involve our communities to be able to help us build those wonderful gardens in our school buildings, as well as the green markets. And then you're looking at the Lake Worth Little Libraries, as well as the Norton Museum. John R. Leonard High School had a great partnership with them as well, so that they can share some of their knowledge with the arts. And then again, with the different participation in different activities outside of school, and there's the Red Apple. And Central Region Proud. Any questions? Okay, thank you.
And remember, the virtual will get a little link, and they can jot their questions, and we will give the questions later to each area. And next, I would like to bring up our Glades region, LaWanda Harper, who's going to be representing Angela Moore and Monique McTeer.
Good afternoon. I'm LaWanda Harper. I'm the instructional support team leader this afternoon, representing our regional superintendent, Mrs. Angela Moore, and our instructional superintendent, Dr. Monique McTeer. In the Glades region, we are the smallest region of all 4 regions here in the school district. As you can see, we serve 7 elementary schools and 5 secondary schools, which include adult ed with our West Tech Educational Center, and alternative options with Crossroads Academy and our other traditional schools. Our population is much smaller than the 50,000 students that you've seen thus far, but we are very proud in our rural community to serve a little bit over 7,000 students. That is a little bit very diverse, but if you notice, most of our numbers are still actually about this in alignment with the district overall. Just to give you a few highlights from our 13 schools that are represented, beginning with the whole school, whole community, whole child. Physical activities, here at Polk Elementary, we celebrate the physical activities from their field day, students doing some of the traditional, Mr. Barbieri spoke about the street light, but now going back to the sack race, jumping in those things that were things that we typically don't do these days, but that PE teacher wanted to make sure that those kids get that experience every year. Our next slide, which is a quick video, and some of you experienced Digital Vibes today. In November, KEC Canal Point Elementary brought Digital Vibes in to give their kids an opportunity to release some stress and dance a little bit and enjoy the music. But they really enjoyed the experience, and Dr. Hibbler and Mrs. Henley over at Canal Point, they worked to keep that relationship with Digital Vibes because they've brought them in a couple of more times throughout the year to help the kids. Okay. Nutrition, environment, and services. We always want to celebrate our school heroes, our ladies in the cafeteria each day. This is one of the highlights of the staff from Pahokee Elementary on our school lunch hero day, where each and every one of our schools celebrated that day and we wore yellow. Counseling and making sure that we provide those opportunities for our students at Glade Central Community High School and along with Pahokee Middle Senior High School. They make sure that they provide opportunities for students to go on those college and career visits through different schools, and this is just one of the groups that visited Florida International University. And then we have Ms. Thomason and the staff from Gove Elementary who on Go Green Day, and not only just on Go Green Day, but this was one of the ways that they promoted Mental Health Month in the month of May. We also celebrate our school counselors, and we have several school counselors here that Pioneer Park, Gove, Canal Point Elementary, Mr. McKelvin, and the kids in DC from Rosenwald Elementary. Social and emotional climate. This year, I think this is probably our second or third year, where we have the social, emotional, and learning weeks, where students are able to relax a little bit from the school uniforms, come in, do a few things, Twin Day, Camouflage Day, Avid Day, where they're promoting with the colleges, Positive Message Day. Those activities really help to support the morning meetings that the teachers have each and every day and ensure that the kids are getting that balance. One of our, at Crossroads Academy, they established a relaxation room where kids, they're promoting inclusion, connection, and hopefully having a healthy mindset. And if you notice, the teacher used all green, and the room is green so that it brings that calm upon anyone that's entering. In health education, we want to promote not only that the kids are working together, but that collaboration of teamwork. So we had a competition amongst the grades, elementary, 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders in math, and you see here just a few of the opportunities where kids were collaborating. Here we celebrate Nurse Lopez at Pahokee Elementary on School Nurse Day because we know that we need our nurses on campus to ensure that in that area when kids have physical needs that are sick or need help, that they are there, and we want to celebrate and we honor them. Now this, as far as employee wellness, the Glades Region Elementary team was challenged in January by Dr. McTier for us to eat healthier and increase the amount of steps that we made each day. And we were able to capture a few of those times when the team went out to walk right before lunch and some of their healthy choices that they made, which is promoting a healthy lifestyle, not just a change for a time frame. Physical environment, we were blessed to have the upgrade to the media center at Belglade Elementary. It was a little over 30 years old, but to bring in and create that climate, that soothing and relaxing atmosphere where the technology is available, where the furniture and everything promotes kids working together and enjoying the media center. So we celebrate the innovation space at Belglade Elementary, along with our regional superintendent and one of our local mayors and our business partners, celebrating our police, maintenance, transportation, and school staff. One day just came in to celebrate them, being that we were in the pandemic. We couldn't do it the traditional way where we brought them together for a luncheon. Family engagement at Lakeshore Middle School, bringing the families in to work on some of the projects you see here with, that's one of the Lego stations that they had to show the integration and just working collaboratively as families. And here at Pahokee Elementary, they closed the year out with a SAC with a twist where they had Bridges of Pahokee and the Bowdoin Community Impact come in and partner with them. And it was really an activity to bring in more dads. So as you notice, there are more men here in this picture than is typical. So that we want to continue those type efforts with all of our partners in the community. And lastly, for community engagement, celebrating our 5-star schools, one of them Gove Elementary, and also our teachers and students participating in one of our community festivals, the Black Gold Jubilee Festival in April with their 5K and their 10K. Any questions? Hold on. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And next, I would like to bring up Dr. Pete Licata.
Paula's already given me the hurry up, and I haven't started yet. One of our team leaders, Dion Bro, who's phenomenal, will be doing our presentation, but I do want to introduce our team. They're up there, but they're much better looking in person. Dr. Craig Summer, Mrs. Rachel Capitano, Mrs. Jamie Wyatt, Dr. Howard Hepburn, and Dominic Rosati, team leader as well. Paula, why did you tell us all of us have to be here, and I didn't get, and none of us else did that? I don't get why. Yeah. So she's going to do the presentation, but I follow the lead of the 3 wonderful women in the other regions that I take their lead because they are phenomenal, and they've already done a great presentation. But we also have to start looking at another area, and that is the mental health of our staff. We understand that teachers are under an incredible amount of stress. Principals are under an amazing amount of stress. We're seeing retirements coming through. We have to understand that when we approach it as regionals, we have to understand we have to take as much off their plates as possible, make sure we have teachers doing exactly what they have to do, as well as principals. But most importantly, and I was speaking with a teacher yesterday who's pretty stressed out, and I said, what do you have fun planned for this summer? And she goes, I won't have time, I have to deal with my kids. And meanwhile, I still get every 15 minutes updates of her posting on Facebook. That is not a hobby. That is not enjoyable, and that's not mental health. We have to get out there, we have to do these things, but we also have to give the ability of our folks out there making a difference in the classrooms, an ability to just step away and be a little more attentive to their health. Because teachers are the salt of the earth. They will give everything they have, as well as principals, to their class, to their kids, before they think of themselves. So we have to be there to remind them as leaders to make sure they're taking care of themselves, because without them, nothing gets done in those schools. So I'm going to introduce Dion Bro, let her take over, and here you go. She's going to tell you to hurry.
All right. Thank you all so much for having me. Thank you, Dr. Licata, for this opportunity. And thank you all for all that you all are doing to support us as a region and as a district in supporting our kids, our teachers, and all of the people that come to work each day to serve the most important people, which are our children. I thought I had 12 minutes, but based on the fact that we've had 3 other presentations, I think I have about 4 minutes, and you all will have totally checked out and start taking the back door. So on our presentation, I took a more global view, and I can't say enough about the other regions because they they took the words right out of our mouths. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time saying what's already been said, but I am going to try to highlight a few things that are special about the South region. In the South region, these are the wonderful people that are our leaders, and you've already met them. We have a total of 60 schools. South region is the largest of the 4 regions with over 75,400 students. And of the 60 schools, they're all listed here. 30 of them are elementary, and this is including our brand new 17 PP. And 4 of them are K-8s. 16 of them are middle schools, and I think we have the most middle schools in the district, so if that tells you anything about our children, we're extra special with that middle grade group. And then 8 high schools and 2 K-12s, and that is Village Academy and Royal Palm School. The South region is not only high performing academically, but also with our wellness efforts. These are our demographics. 75,945 kids. That's a lot of kids to be concerned with wellness as everything else. And I would have to say, from my perspective, we're doing a phenomenal job, as so are the other regions. Palm Beach County is the place to be, and there's no better district than our district. 21 of our schools participated in sharing their what they wanted to show you about what's going on in wellness in their schools. So as I talk about our schools, I'm just going to flip through. I may call a few names like Plamosa, but I'm going to try to move quickly. So when it comes to physical education, 100% of our schools are engaged in encouraging our students, teachers, and staff to keep moving. Through this showcase, we learned that many of our schools are focused on the nutritional environment, and 3 of them are boasting their own vegetable gardens, which is SD Spady, Plamosa, and Boca High School. In the area of counseling services, the district has ensured that all of the resources and personnel are available on every campus. However, South Region schools are going above and beyond to ensure the services are easily accessible and readily available. We did have Boca Raton Middle School has just been granted in April, is the first American Association for Caregiving Youth School in the United States. And we're super proud of them. Kids that care for their family members are invisible. We don't even know who they are sometimes when they come to our campuses, but the services are there, and we're providing, and we're making a difference with our kids. As far as the SEL programs, we have much to boast about from elementary school to high school. And with our Be Kind and Be Unique initiatives, as well as the I Can recognition programs, we are making sure that every student knows that they are seen and that they are important. As we examined our employee wellness programs, we found relaxation rooms, spa treatments, athletic tournaments, mammography buses, after-school yoga groups, and focuses on nutrition and much more for our adults. So you can see some of the ladies laying down. I hope they don't have classes, but that's just a joke. Getting families involved, we have some of the same activities as other schools with STEM nights, and at Boca Elementary, Sunrise Park has runs for the families, as well as turkey trots at Eagles Landing. We've seen a lot of new family engagement activities And these are continuing, and we can't ask for much more. And finally, the community support for our South Region. Our South Region celebrates our community members and partnerships with FAU, Barnes & Nobles, local police and fire departments, the city of Delray Beach, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, Boca Helping Hands, and many more. With all that we are doing, there's still room for more. So our region will not stop pursuing new avenues to encourage health and wellness. We will continue our efforts to ensure that students, staff, and teachers have equitable opportunities to access strategies to reach their wellness goals. I thank you very much for your time and attention. I hope that I stayed within my 4 minutes, and I appreciate you all for listening to me. Have a good evening.
Before we get started with the recognition, we're going to have 1 minute of mindfulness with Angela Bryn Harris. Join us.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm here to help to release some stress for you today, and I will do 1 minute of Tai Chi move, also known Chinese yoga. So if you could please stand so I can feel the whole effect of this. All right, and namaste, the love and light and the respect in me honors the love and light and respect in you. So at this time, I want you to show me your hands and put your hands like you're resting them on a table that's invisible. Now, you're going to move your hands going up, keeping your knees straight. This is good for balancing the meridian and lowering your blood pressure. When your hands are coming down, bend your knees slightly. Straighten the knees going up again. And take a deep cleansing breath in. Exhale, coming down, bend your knees. And one more, going up, straighten your knees. And your hands coming down. I hope you feel that feeling of lowering your stress and blood pressure today. And namaste. Thank you.
And Angela's going to come back a little later for another minute. Before we get started in the area of the awards and recognition, I just want to thank all areas for coming today and working with your schools and all of you. We love you. We know your job is very, very difficult sometimes, but you do such a good time. So thank you to all the area superintendent, instructional superintendents, and support staff. It was really great. Thank you so, so much. So we'll go into the awards and recognitions, and we'll get started with and you follow the agenda, the pre-holiday meal distribution recognition.
Thank you, Paula. And I just wanted to thank all the regionals for being here as well, all the teams. It is amazing when you look through all those slides and you hear about what's going on in the schools. You know, way back when you heard that teachers were supposed to teach reading, writing, and arithmetic, and that's what the kids went for. And now look at everything that they're doing in the schools. That is just incredible. So thank you, everybody, for keeping the whole child in mind. So our pre-holiday meal distribution recognitions, this is where our school food service staff at some of our schools, along with the principals and the school staff, assisted to provide meals to children during those breaks that we had. And I'm going to show a video that speaks to it a little bit better than I can at the moment.
Hi, I'm Allison Mombo, Director of School Food Service for the School District of Palm Beach County. School Food Service is here to feed our kids. Our motto is Kids First, providing food for thought, and we really believe that that's what we do every single day. We're here to provide breakfast, lunch, snacks, summer food service, all sorts of food to make sure that they stay nourished throughout their day. Breakfast is so important because, you always say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and that still holds true. You need to make sure that you're jump-starting your body, your brain, to engage in learning, and that's what we're here for. So making sure that the kids are healthy and ready and they're fueled for their morning so that they can learn. Our breakfast actually is free to all students, and that is something we've been doing here in Palm Beach County for about 10 years, where breakfast is free to all. And we're very fortunate right now, operating under the USDA waivers, that lunch is free to all students right now as well. Our distribution that we've been doing during COVID last year and also this year is something that was afforded to us by the USDA that we were able to do. Normally, we can't provide food outside of the school, but we've been able to do some of those pre-holiday distributions where the parents have been coming in. This year we did pre-Thanksgiving, also pre-winter break, and upcoming on March 10th is going to be our pre-spring break meal distribution, where the parents can come and actually get a box of food with meal kits to keep their kids nourished throughout the time when they're not in school. I'd also love to give a shout out to my employees because they are really the boots on the ground doing this work day in and day out. For that meal distribution that I mentioned, they were out there in the heat of the sun, in the rain, whatever it took to really be out there and feeding the kids.
I think that's my phone. Would you know that my phone's going to ring right when I get him up here? Sorry about that. So I just want to thank everyone on the screen right now. We had these at 20 schools where we had the pre-Thanksgiving, pre-winter break, and pre-spring break meal distribution. We served over 1 million meals out there to the students, and it really takes a lot of effort for the schools because all of a sudden all these parents are there, they have to get the food out to the kids, they've got to pack up those meals, and coordinating that is quite an effort. So I want to thank everyone. If you can come up to here, we were going to be doing pictures, and hopefully you had already picked up your certificates when you came in. So please, Atlantic Community High School, Bear Lakes Middle, Boynton Beach Community High, Forest Hill Community High, Gove Elementary, Glade Central Community High, Hammock Point Elementary, H.L. Johnson Elementary, Howell Watkins Middle, John I. Leonard High, Jupiter Elementary, Lantana Elementary, L.C. Swain Middle, North Grade K-8, Okeechobee Middle, Pahokee Middle Senior High, Spanish River Community High, Suncoast High, Tradewinds Middle, and Wellington Landings Middle. Again, I thank you so much for everything that you've done. And we do have some people joining in virtually, as I said before, that couldn't actually make it here, so I'm sorry you can't be in the picture, but thank you, all of you, for being there as well.
Next recognition is going to be the School and Family Support.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm honored to present the School and Family Support Award to someone who has really made a remarkable impact on students, staff, and families in Palm Beach County schools. As a Project Connect specialist, myself, along with my 2 colleagues, we've worked closely with 9 participating schools that are part of our Project Connect grant. With that, we have opioid prevention programming as part of one of our grant deliverables. And there's one person that we've always, turned to help provide, the latest and the greatest with opioid prevention programming for all of the schools in Palm Beach County, as well as, some amazing family resources as well. And that person is the CEO of Living Skills in the Schools, Dr. Suzanne Spencer. And she is more than deserving of this award, and we're just so fortunate to have her as a part of our district. So, Suzanne Spencer, this is a great opportunity to recognize you and Living Skills in the Schools with this wonderful award.
Congratulations. We're going to take a photo with the group. So, do you want to put your phone in on my phone? And then just give me a minute.
All right, and also staying up here, this group has gotten so much recognition already today, and very much well-deserved. This one is our Thinking Outside the Lunchbox Award, and this is going to go to, oh, I guess there's a video for it. Hold on. Apparently, I didn't prepare for this one as much as I should have.
Well, it all started with Miss Epstein putting us on the morning news, and the students were going crazy. They like to see us, especially Miss Barbara. So one day I was thinking, hey, if we get such a response from the students with that, let's do a TikTok. 3, 2, 1. Hit them at their level and do some stuff that they're into and see how they respond. And they loved it. And the kids went wild, and so we just continue doing it as much as we can.
Well, happy birthday to you.
Totally has changed how they see us. They come in, they call us mom, they call us auntie, grandma.
Baby, I love you.
I love you too, Miss Barbara. We love you. They make us cards, they bring us gifts, and it's just been amazing.
Thank you, Miss Barbara. You're welcome, sweetie.
I see Miss Barbara as a best friend, so I'm always like, hey, best friend.
Best friend! How you do?
TikTok, like, it changed so much.
Everyone started talking about like, oh, lunch ladies are making TikToks. So that's like exciting. That's like funny. And we just started laughing about it when we saw it. It was just really funny.
We are the Lunch Lady Squad. We come for the students. It's so rewarding for all of us. We all love it.
Thank you.
Here at School Food Service, it's all about kids first.
You're welcome, baby.
Yeah, do you want to show something? Yeah, they were really moving at the bus. Took me a little time to get them out of the bus. But you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Oh, you want music to play? Oh, okay. We're moving right along. Okay. We'll have music at the end. You can come and dance with the Plumosa School of the Arts. It's a soft music at the end, so join us. And if you are to leave a little early, please, before you leave, we do have a special treat that we made for all of you. So claim your treat. Don't leave without it. I just want to say it because we do have a very special treat for each of you. Okay, next, Exemplary Program Advisors, Kim Masauskas.
Hello, everybody. I'm here to talk a little bit about the Safe School Ambassador Program, a program that has been with our county since early 2000s. And as you can see up here is a list of the schools actively involved this year, but we've had as many as 50 schools. And next year we have the promise of adding 12 more schools plus an additional 6 schools with our grant. So to Allison and your team and Paula, the Department of Safe Schools, thanks you for acknowledging our work. And we thought it would be most appropriate to really acknowledge our advisors, because without our advisors, after my day of training and supporting them here and there, it's the advisors who meet with the students. So the Safe Schools Ambassador Program really is a program that's, most of the stuff that we do in school, you know, is done for students, right? Not with students. So the Ambassador Program is one that is done with our students. And what happens is these ambassadors are trained to notice and work to notice different kinds of mistreatment on and off campus. And we know that where adults are, lots of times things don't happen. So where students are is where everything happens. So they do their work at bus stops, restrooms, online, offline, you know, all the places that adults aren't. But most of all, thanking these people in the middle for the work and the selfless time that they give our students. Actually, we're here today talking about the health of our students, and this really works as our goal, and the goal of those persons in the middle there is that what are we doing to provide, you know, a generation of resilient, self-regulating, compassionate, emotionally intelligent, conscious, capable, and ethically minded citizens, and that's what this program does, along with healthy students as well. So I just wanted to read you what is on their certificate, because I think it really says it all, and it is. We want to thank them and give them gratitude, express our deep and heartfelt gratitude to all our advisors for taking on the role of the Safe School Ambassadors Program advisors. In doing so, your guidance, support, and commitment have provided both the opportunity and the space essential for us to grow a new generation of moral leaders and resilient citizens. So we thank them. Now, a lot of our advisors are behavioral health professionals, teachers, and school counselors, and they're already on vacation. So if there are any of you in here today, please come on up. And of course, we can't go without thanking their principals for giving them that opportunity, for believing in that students can make a positive influence on the norms in the schools, and for giving them a place and opportunity to express all that. So thank you to those principals. And here we have a few of our advisors.
Get in the middle, if you want to take a photo.
Yes. Okay.
In the middle. Anyone that is representing, if you are a principal or area superintendent who would like to come to this area, to this photo, because we have a big group, but.
Next year when we have this during the day, during the school time, we'll have all of ours.
I think we gotta get a little closer. Thank you. Now next, we're all in Champion for Equity in Education. I'd like to bring up Pete Stewart, Health Education Specialist. You can put the screen.
All right, well, good afternoon, everyone. Happy Pride Month. June is Pride Month, right? So we'd like to acknowledge, yikes, I hit the next button, sorry about that, so no surprise. But, you know, my name's Pete Stewart. I use he and him pronouns. And that's an important piece that we can use in all of our classrooms to make the classroom more accepting, is to use affirm names and pronouns. A very simple step that we can use, and it makes that classroom that much more inclusive. I certainly, before we get to our awardee, I want to thank my assistant superintendent over teaching and learning, Diana Fetterman. I'd like to also thank our chief of equity, Mr. Oswald. And I would like to thank all of our GSA sponsors in middle and high schools for all they do for all of our kids throughout the year. But in addition to that, we have our inaugural We're All In, Champion for Equity in Education, and that's for Oh, fantastic. We would like to honor Julie Seaver, who is the Executive Director for Compass Community Center here in Palm Beach County. So congratulations. Absolutely. So we know that in Palm Beach County, about 18.5% of our students identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender. Those are 2019 numbers. We hope to have our 21 numbers soon. They're still going through the evaluation process. And we partner with Compass, and Compass partners with us and a lot of folks in the community. In fact, just on Sunday, we were out at Pride on the Block up on Clematis Street, which was a huge success. Julie has been executive director of Compass since 2018, I believe, but she's been with Compass since 2012, and she'll correct me if I'm wrong. But Compass has served as a safe place of refuge, a site for celebration, as well as mourning and protest, and is the sole provider of essential social services and enrichment programs to the LGBTQ+ community in Palm Beach County. Julie's passions and vision lie at the heart of Compass's tradition for meeting the needs of the LGBTQ+ community's most marginalized and at-risk members. Among the many programs that Compass has is their fantastic youth program, and the staff that we work with on that, Amanda Canetti and Rex Barnes, Michael Riordan, and I'm sure if I go into all these names, I'm going to forget somebody, so I'll just stop there. But in addition to that, they have, in addition to their youth programs, they have their transgender support groups, the Proud Parent group that allows us to work with parents and parents to ask questions of what's going on in our schools, how they can be more involved, how they can be allies, and so that's just a fantastic group as well. They also do educational sessions and panels, and they have reciprocally sat on our panels, and we sit on their panels. They speak at our GSA clubs. They just had their Youth Equality Prom, which is so awesome. Lavender graduation is coming up, and of course you probably are familiar with Palm Beach Pride, which had over 30,000 attendees this year, including about 200 of our students, several of our principals, 4 of our school board members, so it was just a fantastic celebration of the LGBTQ+ community. So enough from me. I think we have the ability for Julie to speak, so congratulations, Julie.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for that introduction, Pete. I don't know if I have to add anything other than Happy Pride Month. I just want to thank the school district for, recognizing that all of our kids deserve to be celebrated as their authentic selves. And it's our role as educators and the adults in the community to collaborate and care for the whole child in our communities. Because I think pretty much everybody that is on this call and in person really believe that there's no such thing as other people's children. I really want to thank the school teachers and the principals and the school administrators for ensuring all kids feel safe and supported, particularly our LGBTQ kids, because they're really going through it right now, simply for being who they are. And I'm so grateful to be receiving this, the first We're All In Champion for Equity and Education Award. I'm truly accepting it on behalf of all of the Compass staff and the amazing Youth and Families Program staff. This year, Compass celebrates 30 years of direct programs and services and mental health support and life-saving care to LGBTQ youth and their families. And I just couldn't be prouder to be a part of the collective and the collaboration between Compass and the school district in creating the change that we want to see in our little corner of the world. So thank you so much, Pete, and give us a call. We're going to be here as long as we need to be here, especially for these kids.
Do a virtual handout.
Thank you, Pete. Do you want to read it? Do you want to?
Sure. So it's, very, very simply, it says the School District of Palm Beach County, We're All In 2022 Champion for Equity Education Award presented to Julie Seaver.
Congratulations. Thank you, Pete. Next, we have our outstanding health services partner, Deborah Robinson. I believe maybe whose glasses are those? Somebody lost some glasses? We also have our wonderful Chief of Equity and Wellness, Mr. Keith Oswell, and Vicki Alderman, our health specialist, and Dr. Maris Smith, who is going in virtual world. So,
Thank you, and good afternoon. Dr. Robinson, are you online? Okay, but I believe Ms. Whitfield, as well as Ms. Andrews, can also join me up for this, because these last couple of years, you may have noticed it's been a little bit different. We're all challenged like we have never been challenged before to redo everything we've learned how to do. Educationally speaking, but not just educationally, when it came to how we provide medical support for our students, we definitely could not do it alone by ourselves. And it took a number of providers that we worked very closely to help us make some very smart, wise decisions as a school district to continue to move forward. So it's with great pleasure that we recognize the Florida Department of Health, as well as the Healthcare District of Palm Beach County. We're fortunate today to have with us, and so if they can come on up, we have the CEO of the Healthcare District, Darcy Davis, the Chief Medical Officer, Belma Andrick, as well as who works very closely on a day-to-day basis that we work weekly together with, Cindy DuPont, also with the Healthcare District, and Dr. Alina Alonso with the Department of Health. You all have seen her, I'm sure, numerous times on television, making some decisions for the entire county here in Palm Beach County to make sure we're making the best decisions to keep our families and communities safe. So please give a big round of applause for the great work that they have been doing.
all right, the next one is Exceptional Public Health Leader, and Erica Whitfield and Keith Oswell, and Dr. Sheffield. Come join us.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Erica Whitfield. I'm on your school board, and before I worked here, I actually worked for this lovely lady that is going to be coming up here and will be recognizing. I used to work at the health department. That's where I started my career in 2003, and we are so fortunate that actually during that time she was the deputy health director, and now she has been the director for I think coming up on 10 years now more. And she has been the person who guided us through this whole pandemic, which was so difficult, and we are so grateful to have her here. I'm really glad that we're recognizing Dr. Alonso today, especially because she is coming up on retirement, and we are going to miss you so much, and you've done so much for us, and we're so grateful. So it's my pleasure to be here today to be able to recognize Dr. Alonso as an exceptional public health leader. I believe we have a little document for me to read here. Dearest Dr. Alonso, congratulations on your latest recognition as USA Today's Woman of the Year. She got this past year. Another huge, huge recognition. Despite the many community and some personal challenges, you have shown your strength and resiliency with great grace and courage. We are blessed to have such a stellar human being responsible for the health of over 1.5 million residents in Palm Beach County through the service you and your team provide at Florida Department of Health, Palm Beach County. Thank you so much. I'll end this really quickly. It's such a pleasure to have you here today. Thank you, Dr. Alonso, and congratulations.
Y'all want to hear from Dr. Alonso, right?
Yes, Dr. Alonso. Tengo una cajita.
Really, really quick. Obviously, this is a huge honor for this presentation, and coming from you, Erica, that's very, very sweet. And of course, from you, you've always been sweet. Thank you so much. But the honor is really, I should be honoring you, because there's nothing more important than the education of our children. And Palm Beach County School District is the best district in the entire state. So give yourselves a round of applause. Now, I only have one question. Anybody can answer it. My favorite sport in school was kickball. It was this really cool red inflatable ball. Do you still have that? I got to come out to the playground and play a game of kickball again. Thank you so much.
Okay. Dr. Alonso, we're going to miss you. You got to give us your address and your phone. Okay, next, way to go. Good job. Rice resilience in school environments. Carly.
Good afternoon. I'm Carly Fabricant, the Wellness Coordinator for the school district. I'm here with Charlotte English-Wright, our Assistant Wellness Coordinator. We wanted to give a few awards today to our outstanding employees that work towards employee wellness. The first program I want to talk about is the Resilience in School Environments. This is a program with the Alliance for a Healthier Generation, and we've been working on this program in our schools for about a year and a half with the help of our program managers, Kat Satterley and Terry Atterbury, as well as our District RISE Committee Group, Paula Triana, Diane Wyatt, Dr. Mary Claire Musenik, Kristen Rulson, and Janine Rizzo. Thank you so much for your partnership, and we are looking forward to continuing this program. To talk more about this program and our collaboration is Dr. Lori Stradley, Chief Program Officer for the Alliance for a Healthier Generation, and she recorded a video for us.
Good afternoon to all of you at the School District of Palm Beach County. My name is Dr. Lori Stradley, and I serve as Chief Strategy and Program Officer at Alliance for a Healthier Generation. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to pop in virtually today, to thank you personally as a colleague and as a parent of school-aged children myself for investing so much time and energy into your school communities. The past few years have been unpredictable and difficult, even more so in the past few days and weeks. Yet you and members of your team have embraced the Resilience in School Environments initiative with a focus on the critically important and timely topic of staff well-being. With the support of your district wellness team, especially Carly Fabricant, you have created or improved staff lounges, engaged in professional development, expanded your wellness teams, attended trainings and meetings, completed the RISE Index, and chosen goals. Every school has made progress, starting with the first step, awareness building. We want to congratulate the amazing wellness champions that represent the following schools: Everglades Elementary, Gove Elementary, Howell L. Watkins Middle School, Meadow Park Elementary, Palm Beach Central High, Palm Beach Public, Plumosa School of the Arts, Tradewinds Middle, Grassy Waters Elementary, Boca Raton Community High, Eagles Landing Middle, Sunrise Park Elementary, South Grade Elementary, Lake Worth Middle, Glade Central Community High, Starlight Cove Elementary, Manatee Elementary, Loggers Run Community Middle, Citrus Cove Elementary, Alexander W. Dreyfus School of the Arts. Thank you all so very much for engaging in this initiative and for choosing Alliance for a Healthier Generation as your partner in this important and impactful work. We look forward to deepening our relationship with you and supporting you in making your environments a place where staff and students can thrive. We know that every mind, every body, and every young person can be healthy and ready to succeed. Your everyday efforts, coupled with your focus on social emotional health for staff and students, make that happen. Thank you from our entire organization, and have a wonderful summer.
thank you to Dr. Stradley and her team for this great collaboration, and to our Shining Rise schools for their hard work with this program. If you are here today representing your Rise school, please come up. Okay, the next award we have is our Wellness Champion Superheroes. Our Wellness Champions are doing great things at the schools and in our departments in the effort of employee wellness. In addition to their regular jobs, they also are spending countless hours working hard to make sure that the employees are healthy now more than ever. This award, the Superhero Wellness Champion Award, is for wellness champions that go above and beyond to take care of their employees. Congratulations to the winners of the Wellness Champion Superhero Awards for this past school year. Please come up if you are in attendance as I call your name. Gail Zimmerman, Jupiter Elementary. Jennifer Blanchett, Exceptional Student Education. Kristen Frazier, Krista McCullough Middle. Patricia Crossland, Adult and Community Education. Danielle Szymanski, Palm Beach Public. Tanisha Everett, Royal Transportation. And Paula Rigoli, Federal and State Programs. I know a few of them are on virtual with us, and we thank them all so much for their hard work. Our last award today is for our transportation facilities. We received a generous grant from Fifth Third Bank last year to upgrade our transportation staff lounges and create garden clubs. And this is the first that we've had ever for our transportation facilities, and it was a great collaboration and a great project. 4 facilities started their gardens with the help of the Joseph P. Corey Foundation, who are here today, thank you, and the clubs are thriving. Congratulations to the following wellness champions on the success of their gardens. Annie Hunter at North Transportation, Angela Davis at East Transportation, Tanisha Everett at Royal Transportation, and Tammy Pierre at West Transportation. And here are some pictures of their gardens. They're doing great. Unfortunately, our transportation staff are working hard right now, so they couldn't come out to take a picture, but we have an award for them, and again, a heartfelt thank you to them. And lastly, just a quick mention, as many of you know, one of our goals is to have relaxation rooms in every school and every department eventually in our county. And so we worked hard this year to work towards those goals. And I wanted to introduce the new staff lounges for our district. Of course, again, the 6 transportation facilities, and that was provided by Fifth Third Bank for the funding. Emerald Cove Middle, provided by Dr. Tristan Maselli. Our RISE schools, funding provided by the Wellness Promotion Task Force. Our Wellness Spotlight Awards, Forest Park Elementary and Woodlands Middle for this year, provided by our funding through United Healthcare, and the Education Foundation also provided $500 worth of school supplies to those schools. And Hope Centennial Elementary, provided by the American Heart Association. So without these partners, we couldn't do this work, and we are so grateful to be able to provide this to them as a place to go. You saw a few examples earlier of the relaxation rooms during the regional updates, so we're grateful for this partnership, and we are looking forward to creating more rooms next year. Thank you.
All right, we're moving right along. Remember, we still have a ways to go, but we're going to move as quickly as possible, and don't leave because you have a little treat to come. So now we're moving back to our minute of mindfulness with Miss Angela.
Hello again. So you could be at the office or at school and you're not feeling that great, and you just you're feeling stressed, or you're not feeling angst. Here's a beautiful way for you just to reset yourself and come back to where you are, where you want to be. So I want you right now just to close your eyes. Take a deep cleansing breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth or the nose, whichever feels good for you. And let's do 2 more. Inhale peace. And exhale any tension or worries. And 1 more. Inhale peace. And exhale any tension or worries. And at this time, go to a place where you feel good, maybe at the beach, where you find peace in the nature. It could be in your living room, wherever feels good. So when you're in the office or at school, I want you to go there in the mind, even though you can't physically be there at that place. And then you go there and take these deep cleansing breaths to release any stress, any tension or worries. Let's do 3 more. Take a deep breath in to the nose and exhale. And 2 more. Inhale peace. Exhale any tension or worries. Noting any part of your body that you feel any tension, and you're going to release any stress as you think about it. Inhale peace. And exhale any tension or worries. Gently rub the palms of your hands together to create a friction of warmth, and place them over your eyes. And namaste. Thank you for having me today. Thank you.
Thank you. That was beautiful. All right, I'm bringing up Mr. Joe Sanchez, our Chief Operating Officer with the Playground Safety Award.
Thank you, Paula. So it's my honor to hand out the Playground Safety Award to Mr. Dennis Cribaro, who's the Support Operations Leader for the Maintenance and Plant Operations Department. So Dennis is being recognized for his commitment to playground safety. There he is. So we all found out during the pandemic what Dennis already knew. Playgrounds are an important part of our students' elementary school experience, an important resource for the community. Students' mental and physical health are interlocked with the playground experience. They challenge themselves physically and grow mentally through social interaction on the playground. Don't go away yet, Dennis. Dennis manages a small team that is responsible for the maintenance of over 330 playgrounds. It is not his only job, yet he makes time to answer every call and respond to every text and every email related to playground hazards. Dennis is a rare breed of intelligence, work ethic, and caring that you just cannot teach. The district is very fortunate to have you, Dennis. The past school year has been very challenging for our playgrounds. They've been closed for 15 months during the pandemic. It needed a lot of care to get them back into the standards, up to district standards. The school's playgrounds were alive with the sound of happy children once again this school year, and Dennis played a huge role in making sure that every child in the district has a safe place to play. So thank you, Dennis, for your great work.
Good job, good job. And so the next one is the Outstanding Sustainability Administrator.
Sure.
So
I know that.
Yes.
Does everybody else know that? Okay. Everybody else knows it too. So the Outstanding Sustainability Administrator is going to Ms. Nina Montez, who's Assistant Principal of Anchorage Pines Elementary, and Ms. Darlene Karbowski, who's a Principal of Anchorage Pines Elementary School. Okay, so Nina's with us virtually, I guess, right? So Ms. Kabrowski and Ms. Montez are being recognized for their commitment to sustainable schools. In April of this school year, Acres Pines Elementary unveiled a nature trail for the school's Wet Prairie and Pine Flatwoods Preserve area. The school received a grant from Winn-Dixie and from the district's Wellness Promotion Task Force to purchase the signs. Assistant Principal Montez worked closely with the Environmental and Conservation Services Department to develop interpretive nature trail signs. Her dedication to outdoor learning is to be commended, as this place will be used for outdoor classrooms throughout the year. Congratulations to Acres Pines. Ms. Dombrowski, please come forward. You already have to receive your award for Outstanding Sustainability Administrators. Thank you very much for being here.
Next recognition, school garden recognition, Allison Momblo. And then it'll go right into the video.
All right, I'm very happy to be here about school gardens because as you saw in all the regional presentations, there are a lot of school gardens out there. So this one is a very special school garden and they've done something great at their school. So I'm going to show a little video.
These grape-like fruits grow on the trunk of the tree.
We are a family community. We are all about our students growing and learning in the village, and we put our heart and soul. I have parents, I have students, I have business partners. All of our community members are involved some way at H.L. Johnson.
I mean, just amazing lettuce happening in our hydroponics lab.
Bringing STEAM to our garden program was a major push because STEAM is so important at our school. So the hydroponics brings the science, it brings the technology, the engineering aspect where the children are helping us.
I think about the gardens, they're awesome, how hard Green Team worked to plant these plants and how many years it took. I'm so proud of us that how we did it.
We are the first school in Palm Beach County to get a permit to sell what we grow here on campus. So we are able to sell the herbs, the lettuce, and even houseplants that we do here at H.L. Johnson to the community to bring back money into our green perspective here at HLJ.
Now we're going to be at the Green Market tomorrow, our first one for the school, and we're going to have the kids out there and they're going to be selling the plants they grew.
I think it's really cool. I'm a part of Junior Green Club and this beautiful school.
So congratulations to H.L. Johnson Elementary. As you heard, they're the first Palm Beach County school issued the grower's permit. And we have over 100 gardens in Palm Beach County, and this is the first. I mean, that is amazing that they're able to do this. So congratulations to Crystal Amato Kucharski, the principal, Julie Highsmith, the Green Club leader, and Katie Costain, the PTO president. If you want to come up, that would be wonderful. Thank you very much.
Yeah, come on, Ms. Andrews. Come on out.
Thank you. Next, we'd like to do the Gardens of Hope, Grow It Forward Leadership. I'd like to be introducing Nada Corey, founder, president of Joseph P. Corey Foundation, and Lisa Richmond, jack of all trades for the Joseph P. Corey Foundation. You can, oh, you're coming this way. Okay. This will be your next slide. Okay. So
Okay.
I'm going to do that, and you can.
Hi, everybody. I'm Nada Corey. I'm the founder and the president of the Joseph P. Corey Foundation. It is our 8th year in existence, and we have a number of years in collaboration with a few schools here in Palm Beach County, and 2 of them are present with us today. So what we are doing is really planting seeds for our future generations, as well as those that are affiliated with our future generations, which are the adults. So you have seen previously those gardens that have been planted by the school district and the transportation organization, and that was so much fun. So we're working with adults as well. Today, I would love to bring up some of our superstars that we are working with from those school gardens that are the boots on the ground. They are the real stewards of those gardens that we work with and that participate in our full program that we offer to those garden clubs and schools. So I thank every single one of them that is participating in our program and in our schools. And right now, I would love to bring Miss Sally Smoller from the Pomosa School of Arts and award her with our little thank you for all of her work. And I would also like to recognize her principal that is supporting, because, you know, if we have a principal supporting the teacher, we can accomplish so much more. Thank you, Miss Sally.
Absolutely. Thank you for everything. Yes. Yes. Okay, and then we have Carrie here from Carrie Gallagher. She is from the Hammock Point School, elementary school, and she is the co-sponsor and the co-collaborator at the school with Miss Holly Nielsen. She is on location somewhere in Maine, but we have Carrie here, and without them, that garden, that huge garden that they have at the premises would not be in existence. So heartfelt thank you to both Carrie and Holly. The others we want to acknowledge Miss Anna Fraga. She is she is an assistant director of the after-school program at the Morikami Elementary School. And it is such a delight to work with these amazing women that have poured their heart into our mission and truly help us in accomplishing what we are here to do, to change the future of our generations and planting seeds one at a time. Thank you so very much.
Next recognition is the Community Outreach Champions, and it's going to be Javier Ortolaza from the Welcome Center and Elga Kanaip from the Welcome Center.
Thank you very much. Today, I would like to recognize our Community Outreach Champions. Florida Department of Health, Palm Beach County. Community Immunization Services, known as the Immunization Van. This is Elga Kanaip, she's our data processor, and every week we work together with the Immunization Van. They support our children here in Palm Beach County, providing students with the opportunity to be properly immunized and meet the requirements to enroll their children at their school. And that's why we're here, not to only work alone, but work together with the community to support every child here in Palm Beach County. The Community Immunization Services collaborate with the Welcome Center for at least 6 years here in Palm Beach County. And I would like to recognize Marcia Woodhams, who's virtually with us today. She is the Immunization Program Manager. Phyllis Diana, Arlene Alaman, Carol Adeo, Christina Strickland, Sherry Phillips, Barbara Story, Brian Washington, and Daisy Romo Martinez, who's the record specialist. And to receive these wonderful certificates, we will have Dr. Alina Alonso, who will be presenting these to the wonderful staff. Thank you very much for all you do.
All of them are here.
Yes.
And guess where they are? Working. Right.
All right, we're moving right along in the program. Great. Next is the McKinney-Vento Program Supporters, presented by Alicia Coleman and Melanie Libetto.
Right there. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I am so honored and happy to be here today. I am the new program planner representing the best department. I know we have a lot of them in this district, but the Department of Safe Schools, the McKinney-Vento program. Can you give us a round of applause? And there's our chief over there, Chief Oswald. I work under the direction of Diane Wyatt, and I know a lot of you know her, and Kelly Mullen, and he's my program manager. Today, I have the opportunity to acknowledge and recognize two phenomenal organizations, but I'm going to start with my first one. A few months ago, I had the privilege of meeting two wonderful young ladies. The first one is Amanda Martell. She is the outreach pastor for the Journey Church of Lake Worth. And I also met Kristen Hubers. She is the outreach coordinator. When we joined a partnership with them, they brought a lot of cheer to our kids for the holidays. When I tell you these smiles were beaming when these kids received some great support, and I don't want to go into detail what they got because everybody may try to snatch her from me, but it was amazing. Then every time I call Miss Martell, and I visited the Lake Journey Church, no, it's not an option. No, it's not in their vocabulary. All I get from her is yes, yes, and what do you want me to do for these kids? She always support the children. The children are first. She said, whatever I can do to help your McKinney-Vento students, just pick up the phone and call me. And when I call, she answers. And when I tell you recently, and I know you can look at this slide that's up here, I was in a situation where I say, you know what? My unaccompanied homeless youth need to attend the prom. Unaccompanied homeless youth are children who are not in the physical custody of their parent or guardian. And I called her, and yes came out of her mouth before I could say it all. And I said, I need you to get with your congregation, and let's do a prom attire drive. They collected clothes, new clothes, gently used, clean clothes for these kids, gowns and everything. And they supported our department by supporting some of these kids to go to the prom. And without further ado, I can go on and on about you, Miss Martell, to the break of dawn. But what I'm gonna do, I want everybody to give Miss Martell from the Journey Church of Lake Worth a round of applause. Her partner, Miss Kristen Huber, is unfortunately, she's not here today. Come on up, Amanda. It's great when you could come to work and love what you do and build these relationships with people outside of the organization, but she's so involved. Now, I just have to say something about this next organization real quickly. Now, this beautiful young lady that's displayed here, that's Jennifer Smith. She is the CEO and founder of the Giving Closet Project. And I'm sure some of you have heard of her organization, and she provides clothing for these children. When I tell you my case managers can go over to Riviera Prep and get whatever they need from Jennifer. Jennifer came all the way, and I'm gonna stop in a second because I want her to come up here. She came all the way from Duval County. No, it's not an option for this one. I work with the yes team, you hear me? When I say come, they say yes. So I told her to catch that flight, and she came. So let's give Miss Jennifer Smith a round of applause.
Thank you, Alicia. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm super excited to be here. My name is Jennifer Smith, and I am a former educator. I taught inner city for 15 years in Duval County. I was a standards coach and a reading interventionist. And over the years, I saw a huge increase in student homelessness. And as the shelters became full, more of our students were, living in motels, out of their vehicles, wooden encampments were growing, and I knew I had to do something more. So what started as a passion project in 2016 has expanded into a beautiful organization where I am surrounded by wonderful people in both Duval County and Palm Beach. And here with me, I have Miss Teresa Gillespie, who is our Palm Beach site coordinator. And when we came over here 3 years ago, we ended up writing a grant, the Great Ideas Initiative, with the Children's Service Council. And since we have served just under 4,000 youth. So we have an online referral system for teachers, counselors, case managers, social workers, social service agencies. And at the beginning of the year, we get over 100 referrals a week. And throughout the school year, we stay busy. And with us today, we also have Miss Malia. Please stand, our team over here. Malia and Amy, Ginger and Sue. How many of you are familiar with the Kids Closet? Anybody? Okay, yes. So the Kids Closet mission lives on through the GCP, and they are out there every single week helping Teresa fill care packages filled with clothing, uniforms, new socks and underwear, new shoes that we get from In Jacobs Shoes, hygiene products, and so much more. We are so excited, and honestly, we look forward to what next school year brings. Teresa?
Very good. I don't really have much more to say, just mainly thank you to the volunteers. We really doubled in size, doubled the amount of students we could help this year, and it was mainly because of the volunteers. So I just want to give a big thank you. We would not be as successful as we are without them.
The Giving Closet team, can you stand up? We're taking a photo if you'd like to be included. Okay, and next one is Hunger Relief Beyond School Time Champions, and the presenters will be Allison and I. And I know there's some in the virtual world, so Jonathan, we may want to offer an opportunity for anyone in the virtual world to speak as well. So I'll pass it to Al. Oh, okay. All right, so I'll continue. We are very blessed to have the opportunity to have organizations that have supported hunger relief in Palm Beach County. In the past year, we have had 82 programs in our schools. That's even backpack programs or boxes or school pantries. So I'll just going to give you a little video to showcase the Boca Helping Hands.
If you don't eat, you can't think. I mean, we see the funny commercials on TV all the time. The guy needs a Snicker bar. And it's a funny way to look at it, but that's true life. Our kids aren't looking for a Snicker bar. I mean, they're hungry.
We have a lot of families that qualify for free and reduced lunch. Actually, at our schools, 92% of the students qualify, and we have currently 325 kids receiving a Boca Helping Hand box every Friday.
The Palm Beach County School District estimates that 65% of their students are enrolled in their free and reduced lunch program, which means that most of the nutrition that these kids are getting, they're getting through meals that are served at school during the school week. The obvious gap is what do they have on weekends? And so that is the basis for the design of our program, which provides meals for individual kids during the weekend.
And so now with Boca Helping Hands, our students have the opportunity for that option to take home with them. And it's so important to them because there may not be enough food in the weekends, or families are busy, parents are working, they don't have the opportunity to prepare a hot meal for a child. This way they have the food available to them.
The boxes now contain 2 breakfasts, 2 lunches, 2 dinners, plus snacks, enough food for them to have for the weekend. Ready to go, easy to prepare meals that kids who didn't have any parents at home could prepare themselves. Stick it in the microwave, it's ready to eat.
So the kids get extremely excited when their boxes arrive, and I can't tell you how many parents have stopped to say thank you. It gives them that little extra help over the weekend.
This is our community. These families are our community, and we want to make sure that when they are not with us, they are still not having to stress about food and really have their children in a very safe place so they can enjoy time with each other and not be worrying about things like having food and food insecurities.
Boca Helping Hands has really stepped in. It's been 12 years. They've been helping us out, and that is huge for us.
I think this program sends that strong message to our children and prepares them for a life of learning and sets them up for success for later in life.
One of the things over the years that we have found that we truly value the most from Boca Helping Hands is the consistency. Because every week we know the boxes are coming, no matter what's going on. We have a holiday, the boxes will be there. The students all know they can depend on those boxes each week. So it's nice to have that in their lives where they do have something that's stable.
Because of the changes that we've made to the program, which requires us to prepare the boxes here rather than at the schools, it has created more of a logistical challenge for us. We are definitely going to need more volunteers. We will need more vehicles in order to serve more schools, all of which will require more funding.
We do have quite a bit of students that are in need of a nutritious meal during the day as well as on the weekends, of course.
They come to school, it's very difficult to learn if they're worrying about those basic needs.
You know, no child should have to worry about where their food comes from.
So we hope that you will consider supporting this program, either for the first time or continuing in the support that you've been providing over the years.
This helps them in the sense that they don't have to worry. They do have that little extra support from Boca Helping Hands.
When you get nonprofits like this, it's a positive. There is no way you could look at a negative like that. Our kids need it. It's helping our kids, and that's what it's all about.
So we'd like to honor this evening Blessings in the Backpack, Boca Helping Hands, First United Methodist Church of Jupiter and Tequesta, Living Hungry, Pam Florida Challenge, Palm Beach County Food Bank, and the United Way of Palm Beach County. We do have some of these guests virtually, and we're going to open it for if anyone wants to speak. I believe that we have a representative of Boca Helping Hands. Also, we have a representative of Pam Florida Challenge, and I believe we have Reverend Pam Cahoon and Julie Kriefel. So, Jonathan? Nobody's there. Okay, that's Burchell.
I did want to just add about the United Way of Palm Beach County. I'd like to recognize them through their hunger relief strategic plan, which started back in 2015, and their continued efforts with the Hunger Relief Steering Committee and work groups. The United Way of Palm Beach County has been a leader in the fight against hunger in our community. So I wanted to make sure that we recognize them as really pulling a lot of these organizations together and keeping them on track. And I mean, I know they're doing their own thing on their own, but it's just having that group to come together, to talk, to work through the different challenges, and to help these organizations connect with each other and also the school district. So thank you to the United Way as well.
Did we have somebody to speak? Ms. Maura Plant, wonderful, Living Hungry. So let's put Maura.
Hello. I just want to give a special thank you to the entire Palm Beach County School District who have opened up the doors and allowed us to partner with them from Cisco, their warehouse, all the way through the logistics supply chain. And this started with school food service about 6 years ago. And so because of their true hearts to feed thousands and thousands of children, but also the hungry and homeless over the weekends, you know, all of us have been able to partner in order to feed all of these homeless children and hungry children. So we salute you right back as beautiful partners in this effort to feed the kids who have the highest likelihood to need good food to reach their potential. So thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Maura. I believe I see Jerry Goetz from Pan Florida Challenge. Jerry.
I'll echo what Maura says. Thank you for your partnership and leadership from the School Food Services Department. We, as a committee, are committed to serving even more kids next year, and know that what we're sending home is balanced, nutritious, and healthy for the kids. Thanks for your leadership, and I look forward to working with everyone next year.
Thank you, Jerry. Anybody else? Okay. Seth, do you?
Me again. Thought you might be tired of me, but so Reverend Pam Cahoon, unfortunately, obviously, either wasn't able to speak or be here, but she's the chair of the Hunger Relief Advisory Council, and Julie Kriefel is our vice president for Hunger Relief, and it's just so wonderful to be working with the school district around hunger relief. It is just amazing what they offer to the students throughout the year, and we at United Way, like Allison said, we get to bring together about 200 different organizations, and we have different work groups. Ms. Whitfield chairs our hunger relief effort childhood group, and we also not only collaborate and convene a lot of folks. We work with the different food banks. We work with the food pantries. There's about 150 of them, and just really bring together collaboratively to work on our hunger relief plan that Allison mentioned was started in 2015 in partnership with the county and so many other people. We know that even today there's over 181,000 people here in Palm Beach County that don't know where their next meal is coming from, and about 52,000 of them are children. So, you know, we have still a lot to fight for, even though in the last couple of years those numbers have come down a little bit over 9%, but we are waiting for some additional numbers to come out this year. So it really takes our whole community to help those that are most in need and are really very hungry. And you know, we don't want folks to have to make a choice between food or medicine or other health care. We want them to get the food and be able to have the resources to take care of all their needs. So thank you so much, school district, and thank you to all the hunger relief partners for sure. So thank you. Okay.
This is Bill Parker from Boca Helping Hands. So I just want to make a little commercial. We have 4 young girls that have been here since 12:15 from Plumosa School of the Arts, and they're going to perform in our last part. So please enjoy and wait till the end if you can, because they've been really amazing. All right, exemplary blood drive performances. Presenters will be Claudia Pasamonti, Regional Director Collections of Recruitment, and Paul Caruso, Manager of Donor Recruitment.
Thank you, Paula. First and foremost, we wanted to thank the Palm Beach County School District and yourself for all the support this year with our school blood drives, which are an essential part of meeting our hospital goals. Over 20% of the blood at our local hospitals in Palm Beach County come from high school students from August through May for our blood drive. So it's been an integral part of our blood supply, and more importantly, when we get the students at the age that they are as donors, it transitions into them donating in their college, technical, or professional workplace going forward, which is extremely important. So we have two schools in particularly that we wanted to identify and recognize this year. And the first school award goes to, for exemplary blood drive performance, to Park Vista Community High School. And Christine Fickle, the chairperson, Dr. Enrique Valle, the principal. I'm not sure if we have them both here, or, okay. Okay.
Or you want to take a photo?
Sure.
Here, let's take a photo here.
We're getting our steps in.
Okay, and our next award goes for the top committee award, and the committees are essential with organizing the blood drives to make them successful, and a lot of them, the students do the majority of the recruitment and organization of these drives. So the top committee award goes to Alexander W. Dreyfus School of the Arts, and we are going to have Assistant Principal Ron Lewis, Edward Hornak, and Isabella Adia as our volunteers to be recognized. Yes.
Thank you.
I just wanted to announce that during the school year, Palm Beach County Schools collected 5,188 units of life-saving blood. So I wanted just to recognize all those schools for all the support this year. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it's 2588, but we actually will sometimes transfuse up to 3 units of blood per those collected units, so it winds up coming to 7,764 units of blood. So even better than 5,000. Want that?
Even better. Good job.
Thank you, Paula.
I have to say, it's been really wonderful to be able to come back with blood drives in our schools. We're looking forward. This was the first year we formally did an addendum to a partnership, and it was a really work of love, and I really thank you both for being here. And also John Levinson, who has been wonderful in, consulting and forward moving this efforts forward. So thank him from our behalf of the district. Okay. All right. There's Park Vista. And then thank you, Alexander Dreyfus, for being here today. And then we're moving to the Richard David Kahn Foundation, and this award is the 2022 Dr. John Kinney Art Contest winners. And we have Janique Crawley.
Good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone going? Ready to go yet?
So, as she mentioned, my name is Janique Crawley, and I'm the Operations and Educations Coordinator for the Richard David Kahn Melanoma Foundation. Our mission is to save lives through education and prevention of skin cancer, specifically melanoma. I'm here today to present our art contest winners for the 2022 art contest. Kinney Art Contest, I should mention. Every year we host this contest, and this year it was in honor of our late board member that recently passed, so now it's named Dr. Kinney, John Kinney Art Contest. So I'm here today to present those winners, and if we are present, and we do have principals and teachers, feel free to come up also, okay? Yep. So, with a name like mine, I should be good at pronouncing original names, but that's not the case, so I apologize ahead of time. So, bear with me here. 4th grader from Gladeview Elementary, we have Cezanne Bolden. And Cezanne's art is all the way to the, oh, you got it? Oh, you got it. Perfect. All right. Next, we have a 6th grader from Woodlands, Camila Consuergo. All right. Last but definitely not least, a 12th grader from John Leonard High School, Begua Madava.
Ray White, I'm the art teacher.
Okay, it looks like Camila Consuegra and Bigore Moldenver is not here, but we will make sure to get their checks. And Cezanne, you're welcome to take your beautiful art with you as well, which is in the easel that you can put it in your room or wherever you like to put it in your house, or give it to your grandmother, because grandmothers love that, right? Okay, congratulations. Uh-oh, he's taking the easel too. All right, remember, don't leave till the end. Don't leave till the end. We have to watch these beautiful girls dance, but I am so excited. It's 4:30. I thought we were gonna finish around 6:30. The deck of PowerPoint was 230 slides, so we done very well. But I can say that I'd like to present Keith Oswell, our Chief of Equity and Wellness, Dr. Seth Bernstein, our community chair for our task force in United Way of Palm Beach, and I believe Dr. Musenik may be virtual. We'll check and see if Dr. Musenik also would like to say some words. So, Seth.
Yep. Oh, let me have. Let's have Dr. Musenik go first.
Dr. Musenik. Dr. Musenik, are you online?
She had jury duty, so
Yeah, but she said she was gonna. Oh, I don't know. Can we check?
She's still on jury duty.
Okay, she's still on jury duty. She's not available,
No problem.
so we'll pass it to Dr. Bernstein.
Fantastic.
Let me just, thank you.
Okay, so this is quite a special thing that we're doing here. The Lifetime Award for Advocacy, right? I know there's a lot of folks here in the room that know Rita Thrasher, a lot of folks that are here virtually with us. So, you know, I've known Rita probably 13 or 14 years, and she's a dynamite. She's a superstar. She is, I won't tell you her full age, but she is over 90, right? And she has more energy than I do. And, you know, when you hear her story, if you don't know her story or hear her speak, you know, she sucks you in really quick. You cannot say no to this lady when she asks you to do something. Am I right, people? You do it, right? So I'm going to tell you just a little bit about Rita, and then we have an award for her, and then we'll take a picture, and we'll invite folks here that are in the room that know Rita or are affiliated with either the organizations that she's affiliated with to come up for a photo too. So Rita and her family moved to Florida after she graduated from Kent State University with a master's in reading specialization. After retiring from teaching in Broward County Public Schools in 1988, she became an AmeriCorps Fellow under the tutelage of Dr. Marilee Middleton. Now, I don't know, some of you that may have been around the district for a long time may know that she is one of the first school counselors ever here in Palm Beach County, and she worked at Boca High School. Together, Dr. Middleton and Rita, among several others, co-founded a new 501c3 nonprofit organization called Boca Raton's Promise, the Alliance for Youth, in 1998. And they hosted Colin Powell and others, other national figures here. Yeah, she was counting the years for that. I think that was 24 years ago, Rita. Yep. So Rita accepted the position of executive director for the new nonprofit, which attracted community leaders and lots of volunteers. Since then, Rita has worked endlessly as a volunteer building awareness and advocating for quality community mental health services and forming the Promise Auxiliary, the Palm Beach County Action Alliance for Mental Health, which she serves as chair. Your very own school district staff member in the Behavioral Mental Health Department, Dr. Michael Kane, also serves on the steering committee with me and several others. After the deaths of two of Rita's daughters who lived with mental illnesses, her dedication became a driving force for mental health education. 25-plus Action Alliance members have met regularly, along with its steering committee, to identify priorities and plan action. One thing you know about Rita, she doesn't like talking, she likes doing. And at her age, you know, she likes it even more. The mission to bring awareness, education, and access to mental health services. Working in unison with the Promise, the Alliance produced 5 annual Breaking the Silence Voice Awards, assisted in bringing mental health first aid trainings to Palm Beach County, and introduced a community education exchange in 2018 that we continue doing today. Rita is currently arranging virtual meetings to identify needs and priorities of LGBTQ populations and congregations of faith. She is also researching and making connections for a major Education for Life initiative here in Southeast Florida. Rita is a true friend to so many. She is a gem in the community, and we love you dearly, Rita. Congratulations. Keith? And Mr. Oswald has an award that we've put together for Rita, and then we'd like Rita to say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bernstein. And before I do, I just have to take a moment of privilege just to say, you know, many of you probably know Rita. If you haven't, she has touched so many people, including myself, where many, probably decades now ago, you know, we were talking about mental health issues, really helped me to kind of understand some of the only dynamics that I'm going through with some of my family members and how to make sure that I reach out support. So that saying that we say, it's okay to be okay, it's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to ask for help. You know, Rita lives, eats, and breathes that, and has really helped us focus as a district. So it's with great privilege to read to you, the award for you, a Lifetime Award for Advocacy, Miss Rita Thrasher, in appreciation for your passion, dedication, loyalty, and support for fostering education and awareness of mental health and mental illness, and being a shining star to everyone you touch. We recognize your outstanding contribution to the school district and the community of Palm Beach County, dated June 7th, 2022. Congratulations, Rita.
June. Wow. Did I do all of that?
Yes, and more.
In just 90 years? Wow. I didn't do it alone. There were some enablers along the way. One of them was one of the founders of the Falk Center for Group Counseling. When Dr. Middleton met me, my youngest daughter was in the 8th grade, had just been diagnosed. Her two older sisters were in high school, one ready to go to college. She helped my family, she helped me, and she helped me stay a teacher. Without that help, without her enabling me and my family members, we wouldn't have been there. Now, the other person that helped immensely was Pat Thomas. Pat convinced me that one person could make a difference. And she told me that years ago, she fought to get school nurses into the schools. And she succeeded, I think. Right. Now, I also have to acknowledge my daughter. My daughter Marla, the last living of my children, has helped me immensely, and most of you know that. I see that there are other enablers in this room. A whole slew of them are mentioned in your program. Those enablers are to be cherished, loved, and honored by all of us. You know that, and I know that. I can't leave without mentioning Ed and Gerda, who have been right there with me as I helped to lead two of my families, Boca Raton's Promise, a wonderful board of directors, and the Palm Beach County Action Alliance for Mental Health. Yeah, I'm proud of all of that. And I leave here today. Where? That's mine. That's mine. Stay right here. Stay right here. Okay, I leave here not only with this wonderful, memorabilia of today and of the last 20 years, and I thank you. I leave here with hope and with gratitude because all of you I'm seeing here today. And as I hear your applause, I remember enablers make a difference. My great enabler in this district has been Chief Keith Oswald. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Love you.
And I love all of you. Thank you.
So anybody wants to come back in the picture that she's touched, feel free to come on up.
Picture this up. That was nice. Sharon Tarlum just left. Okay, so they wait till the very damn end. It started at 2 o'clock and they bring it up at 25. That's crazy. All them damn talkers.
Pamela Fraser, you're not muted. We can hear your side talk.
So I said we had a treat. So the people that are holding the treats can walk around, offer the treats. Wasn't it a good meeting? Did you learn something? I imagine you got a little nuggets to go home and say, wow, I learned a lot from the district. So just to bring back, our next Wellness Task Force meeting is going to be scheduled February 2nd, 2023. Sounds like a far away, but we're going to be working diligent on the wellness policy and the assessment. I also want to offer up a thank you from all the district for everyone that is here, everybody that helped, support, and everyone that gave so much love for this day.
I have a thank you too that I would like to just interject, please. Today is a recognition day for Everything Wellness, and I would be remiss if I did not thank Paula Triana for everything wellness that she has done. And this is for you. Paula, you are beautiful. Thank you so much for everything you've always done to guide wellness in this district. You are a connector. You've connected people together. You brought lives together. And this is the culmination of what you do every single day. So thank you so much. I also would like to thank Francis, because Francis is behind the scenes working with Paula on everything. So Francis could please come up. Thank you so much, Francis. Without the two of you, this wouldn't have happened. So thank you. You guys are beautiful.
Thank you. We love you. Oh, thank you so much. Well, and I told you, you're going to get a treat. The cookies are not gluten-free, so just be mindful. I just want to make sure. We do have extra cookies that you can take to maybe to someone special. And now I just want to honor these young girls that have taken the time to be with us. And the reason I'm going to honor, first of all, as you saw at the beginning, you saw the rotating video to a tribute to teachers. And one of the teachers was Miss Connie Drasakis, who was with us for 36 years, and she retired. But she touched the life of my children and at Baca Middle School of the Arts. And now my children attend Dreyfus School of the Arts. Mr. Lewis, thank you so much for being here. And Connie's retirement graduation, Mr. Valls at Bach Middle School of the Arts, we had a concert on April 8th, and underneath the ground, he talked to Mr. Taylor from Dreyfus School of the Arts, and Mr. Taylor brought all the 12th graders to sing to Connie with the Bach Middle School graduates, and in addition, they had kids like my son, who because of COVID, his 8th grade graduation did not happen at Bach. So they were honored to all come on stage and sing a very special song, and it's called Star Maker. And we're gonna have these young girls from Plumosa School of the Arts to also perform. So I invite you, Miss Rhonda, do you wanna say any words before we get started?
Just thank you for having us.
Okay, so I may invite you here if all right. And anybody in the back, you're welcome to move up. There's plenty of seats, and just enjoy Star Maker.
Oh
Thank you, Ms. Rhonda Smith. Thank you, everybody. We still have the bus outside, so before you leave, you can jam a little bit with Digital Vibes. And Will is out there, or Will is going out there. And thank you so much for coming. Good night.